tiebreaks of the Sinquefield Cup between Praggnanandhaa and here the first game has started, guys, already, and this is just mayhem. We'll see. Wesley So is playing. Praggnanandhaa is playing black in the first game. Wesley So started with d4, d5, c4, e6. His queen's gambit declined. Knight to c3, c6. Now it's turned into semi-slab. e4, Marshall gambit, and bishop b4 check. d2, queen takes d4. So basically, Wesley So has sacrificed a pawn here, and let's see how he. I'm sorry. Bishop to f8. Okay, he cannot take. Okay, what a combination is. Here it is. If he takes, then this will be checkmate. It will be finished. So knight e7 takes. Knight to b4. And this is the position right now. And Wesley So is thinking here, and this is rapid section, so the games will go faster. Both players have 10 minutes each with 5 seconds of increment. Wow, this is going to be epic, guys. This is going to be just epic. 2 games, and even if in those 2 games the results are not clear, then we will head on to the Armageddon. White to move. The best move is queen to d6 and bishop to h8. Wesley So diverts from the main line and he takes the rook on h8. And we have games like 2600 players have played this move. But had he gone queen to d6, Giri have played, Robson have played, Nikita Vidigo have played, Ronak Sadhwani has played. Queen to d6 was a main move. Now Praggnanandhaa is thinking this is something new. I think now e5 is the best move. I think we are trying to arrest the bishop on h8 by playing e5. This is so interesting. What a match is happening. The first round is fireworks are happening. If you see, yes, e5 has been played. If you see, black is a rook down currently. Queen to d6. But now knight c2 is coming instantly. Wesley So instantly played queen to e6. Now let's see what happens if white tries to defend its rook. It's bishop to f5 now. If rook to c1, it's rook to d8. A lot of tactics are coming. What a game we are witnessing here. This is called the Marshall gambit of the semi-slab defense. I'm gonna read this. King to d2. Wow. Knight to c2, king to d2, bishop f5. Now the threat is rook to d8, pinning the queen. But now white gives threat to black queen itself, and the arrow is suggesting play queen to f4 check. King to c3, and game is happening fast. I think maybe in the last minutes there will be transmission error as well. See, can you believe this? It's move number 15 and white's king is on c3. This is the thrill of a rapid game, guys. This is the thrill of a rapid game. This is amazing. Knight to d5. Another sacrifice. Now queen to d4, knight to a1. If you count the piece, black is still a piece down. But look at white's king. Where is it walking? Where has it gone? On a3. That's something. And knight to c2 check. Are we heading for a draw? Are we heading for a draw? And that would be a good result for Praggnanandhaa with black pieces holding the first game. He will come back in the second game with white pieces to win it and win the championship. Praggnanandhaa is thinking if he wants a draw or not. Engine suggests it's a draw. Wow, amazing lines here. Knight to a1. He is going for a draw. He is going for a draw, guys. He is going for a draw. White king has no other squares. If black keeps checking him, then it's draw. Yeah, he's repeating. And the first game ends in a draw. A very quick draw, a 21 move draw here. Wow, what a game it was. Takes, bishop to b4, check, bishop d2, pawn is taken. Bishop f8, what kind of a move it is? Who thinks of a move like this? Knight to e7, bishop to g7, knight b4, takes the rook, e5, plays the best move, queen to d6, and it's just amazing game. I would learn this. Amazing. Now, second game. Let's see when does it start. We are gonna stay here, and after the event ends, we will analyze both the games. Okay, we are yet to start the second game. Praggnanandhaa is playing with white this game, and I am sure he will kill it with white. It's not started yet, guys. It is not started. We are waiting for the game to start. Come on. Maybe we can check this game till maybe what else he could have played. There was queen b6 check, queen king to a4, rook to d8, queen e5, bishop e6. Wow, what if he takes this? Oh man, this is checkmate. Queen to c3, rook into d5. He cannot take this because there's a checkmate here. Oh, I mean, every move is a tactic, man. Every move is a tactic. You have to play so accurate this game. You have to play so accurately. Here. Sorry. Here. Takes. Sorry, this is. Oh, I'm sorry. Now we. Here. takes d5. Knight to e4. What about this move? Man, this is going to get met in 3 here. We go here. Queen to a6 is mate. So how does this? Can't we still go here? Oh no, then we have knight to d6 check. Wow. Both the players have to play so accurately, man. Like if we look at from White's perspective, if Black does a mistake, the first mistake can't come here. If King takes f8, it will be checkmate. Knight to b4, bishop takes h8, knight to c2 now, king d2, knight a1. Wow. Hello, the first game has ended in a draw, guys, and we are waiting for the second game to start. It was an epic draw. Come on. Yes, the second game has started, the decider. Pragg has played e4, knight f3, e5. Wesley replied with e5, knight f3, and we are going to see the Italian system with bishop to c4. And now we'll have to see what Wesley does. Bishop to c5. He's playing simply. We are not going to see any fright liver attack. d3. We are going towards a closed Italian. Maybe c3 will come later on. Black will play a5 later on. First, Black will play knight f6, and many a times, a4, expanding on the queen side. Now h6. Black sometimes doesn't castle in Italian systems and attack by pushing these pawns. So castles and a5. You always want bishop e3. These are all, you can see there must be hundreds of games. Okay, only 2 games. Swidler, Liko Amlem, Antonio Gujaro and Salskovsky. Wow, both. F takes e3, d6. Pragg's move it is, and see, you can already see there is a problem in transmission. The best move here is knight bd2 or h3. I mean, both are good plans, like knight bd2, rook e1, knight f1, knight g3. This is how sometimes White plays. White can go h3, stopping such ideas, and White goes for knight bd2, castles and queen e1. We are gonna see the queen go to the king side of Black. Wow, the rook is already open. Maybe queen will go to g3, and then we will see some sacrifice on f6. We can see an exchange sacrifice here. What's gonna happen? Fingers crossed for our Praggnanandhaa, guys. Bishop to e6, a very standard move in this line, and I'm sure White will take on e6. The best move is going to g3 or h3. Just leave it like that. Knight to h4. This is also a move. Trying to go on f5. These are some very typical standard plans in the Italian system, guys. Now he's gonna take on c4. That's not the best move. Knight h7 is being suggested by the engine. Knight h7, h3, knight g5, something like this. Indian wants to play h3 so badly, but Pragg is not even thinking in that direction, it seems. Because if he had wanted to play that, he would have played it already. Now, king to h7, what a move. This is a bit unclear to me. I think he has vacated a square for his rook just in case queen g3 and knight f5 ideas come. That's why king to h7 has been played, and now white's moved. Best move is queen to g3, and I also like that move because that was the reason you went queen to e1. Knight to f5. Okay, you can play like this. This move order is also fine. If it takes with the bishop, I think I will take with the rook or the pawn. I think taking with the rook is okay. Indian is showing equality, but it's a rapid game and anything can happen. There's a strong attack going towards the king side by white. A very sharp first game, and this game is turning out to be like that as well. Bishop takes c4, knight takes c4 is recommended rather than d takes c4. So Indian recommendation is as follows: takes g6 and knight h4, queen to e7 and knight f3. Wow. So he wants to come back with the knight. Now the best move is knight to b4. Knight to b4 ideas is attacking on c2. That's also an interesting idea. And can we simply go g6 right away, and then knight h4 will have to go? Or can we play something like queen to h4? This is looking very interesting. Wesley So is taking his time to play his next move. Knight g6, he plays g6, he plays our move. We were thinking about g6. And knight to g3 is being recommended. I was thinking knight to h4 because I want my queen to be on g3 rather than the knight. You can see with the arrows, yeah, bishop to e6 can be played now, weakening this square. Bishop takes e6, f takes e, knight g3, queen, rook f2. Yes. And this is turning out to be a feast. Bishop takes e6, f takes e6. Knight h4 has been played. He plays our move, Praggnanandhaa, our boy. As I was saying, I want this square for my queen, not the knight. And now bishop takes c4, and of course knight is gonna take that, because if we would have taken with pawn, these pawns would have become very weak. So knight takes c4, d5, striking in the center. It's not the very best move. And knight takes e4. Okay, black's planning to play e4. Sorry, white's planning to play e4. Knight f4, yeah, that's an amazing plan. Black will also have its own outpost. And take Praggnanandhaa took. That was the best move. And now rook d1 or e4, both are good moves. Rook d1 I don't think will be played because it's quite unclear what's I mean you are putting your rook in front of a pawn if you play rook d1, so that doesn't make sense, a move like rook d1, because there is a pawn in front of the rook and rooks belong to the open file. So I believe e4 will be played practically. And see, another move is being suggested, knight to f3, putting more pressure on this pawn. This is also an amazing move, and we have to see what Praggnanandhaa choose. Do we have any other moves? Can we still go queen to g3, putting more and more pressure on e5 pawn like this? This is also an option. And we eliminate f6 as well with that move. So lot of options, Praggnanandhaa, lot of moves can be played here. e3 is well protected by our pieces, and now e4 seems a poor move because knight f4 is coming. This is not that concrete. What other moves can be played by white? g4, wow, I did not think of it. He is going for the kill. He is going for the king, Praggnanandhaa. What a move. What a move he has played. Even though the engine doesn't like it, practically I am loving this move. Now, queen g3 will come and g5 ideas are gonna come. Maybe knight f3 first, then g5. Wow, this is just immense. Maybe even h4 will come later after moving away this knight. Things are heating up, guys. Things are heating up. Now e4. Black's best move is to play e4. Knight to b6 is being played by... I don't like this move. It's kind of passive move. e4 was the aggressive option. I'm sure Wesley So couldn't have found a good continuation after e4. So I don't think Pragg is gonna looking to exchange pieces. If he wants to attack on the king side, I'm sure Pragg will come knight to d2 and knight b4 and rook c1. Knight b4, rook c1, and yeah, and maybe he'll even go knight to f3 or knight to e4 later on. And to a noob like me, okay, he takes on b6. Okay, this I did not think he would do. Now queen g3, yes, that's the natural move to play. It's long overdue. Knight b4. Knight b may think like knight b4 is gonna get him rook f2, protecting this pawn and opening the other options to double this rook. Double rooks are very strong. And what else black can play? Yeah, rook c8 seems a very nice move. And to be precise, I think the king is knight b4. Wow, Wesley So finds the best move in the position. Rook f2, rook c8. This pawn is attacked twice, but Praggnanandhaa doesn't care. He has launched his own attack on f7, and Wesley So sees that, comes to queen to e7, protecting the pawn. Now g5, yes, g5. g5 is crying out to be played. G-pawn wants to move. That's why he went 2 squares ahead. Now he wants to sacrifice himself for an attack on the king. Amazing game. If we look at the time situation, both players have 5 minutes remaining. They get 5 seconds per move. There is no extra time after 40 minutes. This is the rapid section. This is the playoff. So the computer is in rook f6. Wow, this is an interesting move. Putting pressure on g6 square, and now g5 is more potent because the queen has been blocked by the rook, and knight c2 is being ignored by white multiple times. Praggnanandhaa in hot form. Knight to d5. Oh, I mean, Wesley So is finding the best defenses back to back. He goes back there. Are we looking at another draw? If So plays knight to b4 and Praggnanandhaa goes again to rook to f6, then there can be another draw, but I don't think Pragg wants a draw in this game. He will definitely play on. Knight to f3. No, that move is not correct. g5. I am sure Praggnanandhaa is gonna go g5, a full-blown attack. Our Pragg is thinking if he wants to take the draw, he has 3 minutes remaining. He needs to be quick now, otherwise he can get into time pressure, which we do not want at all. Are we gonna see a repetition with rook to f6 once again? We have to look, or we are gonna see some more works with knight with pawn through g5. How is this a move? This is also a fine move, guys. Now planning g5. This is not a terrible move. Okay, he has gone rook f6 once again. Wesley So has blitz out knight to d5. And Pragg is thinking, okay, now the ball is in. If he goes rook to f6 once again, that would be a draw. That would be a draw. If he goes rook to f6 once again, that would be a threefold repetition. When in chess, when a position gets repeated 3 times, that's called a threefold repetition. And it's draw. It's a draw. A draw has been agreed by repetition. Now we are heading towards an Armageddon. That's even more interesting. What a game. What a game we are witnessing. This is turning out to be a box office. The boards have gone, guys. We cannot even analyze the game. Yeah, here is the game. If we look at the game number 2, e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, these are standard moves. And Praggnanandhaa did not play c3, which is the most played move in this position. He went for the 5th most played move, that is e4. And So replied with another outside line, that is h6, which has been played only 12 times. 0-0, a5, and the bishops were exchanged. Queen came towards the king side. And here we repeated the position. Nothing much happened now. We will wait for the Armageddon. Is Pragg white already? Pragg is white. We are into the Armageddon, guys. This is the ultimate game. The winner will be decided in this game itself. In Armageddon, Black gets the less time, but if Black draws this game, he will be declared as the winner. If Wesley So draws this game, he will be declared as the winner of the Sinquefield Cup. And Praggnanandhaa has to win at all cost in this Armageddon. And what is the time situation? How much time both the players have gotten? We need to know. We need to know. I hope we will get to know that as well. But right now, Pragg is white in this game. I would always love to be black in such a game, because I can settle with less time, but a must win is too much for me. So I would always prefer black. The match is yet to start. Our Praggnanandhaa, what a talent he is. First he won the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz in the Grand Chess Tour. Now he is just on the doors of victory in Sinquefield Cup. 2 back-to-back Grand Chess Tour victories for him. If he wins this, of course, given he wins this, which won't be easy because Wesley So is himself a great player, is not going to make it easy for our Praggnanandhaa. So we are waiting for the moves to happen. Come on. It's 3 a.m. here, guys, but I'm wide awake to witness this epic Armageddon game. We can wait. And what a tournament it was for Praggnanandhaa, guys. He lost in the third round itself to Vincent Keimer, and he was just 1.5 points. And after that, look how he played. Defeated to Forrest, drew with Arolian, drew with Fabian, then again defeated MVL. So just one loss in the game. In this whole tournament, just one loss, which is a big thing in such a strong Grandmaster tournament. And if you look at Wesley So, he is unbeaten. He is actually unbeaten in this tournament. Wow. He is yet another gem. We are yet to get our first move. Okay. It will come, it will come. It will come soon. Oh, we are into the Armageddon. Both the rapid games of the tiebreaks ended in a draw. We are now in the Armageddon of Praggnanandhaa versus Wesley Slow Sinquefield Cup. Let us see who comes on top. And the match has started. Pragg has got 5 minutes, Wesley has got 4 minutes. The game started with c4, e6, and we will come back later. It's happening too quickly, it's moving too quickly. Pragg has to win it on demand. g3, he goes g3. If you look at the opening, it is the English opening edge court defense. We have seen a lot at this event in both the men's and women's section. Knight to c3 developing his last piece, and both the rooks have come into the play. White's rooks, and it's kind of seems identical, but it's not identical, guys. Going to e7, and now knight to d4. Okay, rook to e2, and I think we are planning to double. Okay, Wesley so wants to exchange the dark squared bishops here, and Pragg plays the best move, that is to exchange the piece, and the rook has been doubled on c5. There is a pressure on c7 pawn, c5. Wesley so defends it. Pragg plays d4. Now there is a pressure on c5. Pragg has to play a little bit advantage, our Praggnanandhaa has, but Pragg has to win this on demand. If Wesley so manages to draw this game, then he will become the champion. Come on, Pragg, you can do it. And he's thinking, and he takes on c5. Now there are 3 legitimate pieces, and Wesley so takes it with the pawn. Knight to c3, d5 has been hit twice, but that square is well protected. g6, rook to d2. Now we are going after the d5 pawn. Knight to b6 was solid. 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders here, and white has 3 attackers. Yeah, we are trying to remove the knight as the protector, and definitely this bishop will come into play. This knight will move, and this will look here, and Wesley so has to think now. 1 minute. The good thing is Pragg is, and this is a bad move. The bar has moved up. e4 has to be found, or even knight e1 is good. Pragg goes for a5. Okay, this is not the best move. Knight b to d7, and now knight d5 is being recommended by the engine. It takes d5, and e4 can be played later on, but knight e1 is even a much stronger move. We'll come back to this point because Pragg had an advantage. He could have got an advantage. Knight to g5. Is he trying to go knight to e4? Because None of the other moves make sense. 3 minutes for Pragg, 2 minutes 41 seconds to Wesley. So, and he's thinking so. He's 217. And this is again a bad move. This is again a bad move. So basically Pragg wanted to open his bishop. He did not want to go back. He went there. And now Pragg can take on d5. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, still white has an advantage. Takes with the bishop, which is the best move. He cannot take it with because the queen will fall. So now black has up his sleeves. Queen to e5 is being recommended by our engine, and white has taking over this game slowly and steadily. Pawns are equal, and if Praggnanandhaa manages to get the d4 pawn, he is through. And again bad move. This is a very okay. Pragg took, but that was not the best. And it's +3, guys. It's +3. Knight e4. Pragg has to find knight e4, and after that we are moving here. This is +3, and I'm sure Pragg will find it. This is almost a winning advantage. A full piece, a minor piece is worth 3 points, and it's +3 for Pragg, man. Come on, knight e4. You have to find. The thing is, if after that we will have knight f6 check, and we will take the rook back. Rook e2 he goes. Sorry, I made that move. He went e4. Okay. He could not find the best move. This is what happens in time pressure. And now the time situation is almost equalized. Takes, and wow, things are happening fast, guys. A pair of rook has been exchanged. The bishops are out of the board. Light squared bishops of white. Black still has his light squared bishop. Queen on f6. Black's move it is. It's still showing +2 for Pragg, but to me it's unclear how it is +2. The pawn structure is very bad. One thing I can see, there are 3 pawn islands, and Pragg takes one of the pawns on c5. Okay, an error has been made. b4 was not the correct move. Queen g5 had to be played. Okay. This is a matter of seconds. Oh my god, it has equalized. Knight to e6. It has equalized, guys. Unfortunately, Pragg got his chances but couldn't convert it. Or there's a twist. There's a twist remaining. Rook takes d5. Queen to c6. Pragg is a pawn up. It's queen versus rook end game. h4. There's no increment in Armageddon, guys. So they are playing on seconds now. The clock is under a minute. From now on, it's going to be very tough to commentate. The Pragg has got an advantage of +3 again. Rook d8, f4, any move. Pragg is cruising through. h6 is also good. Oh, come on. Played rook c5. Queens are off the board. What? Now this is a draw, guys. Now this is a draw. And a draw means Wesley So is gonna take the title. Now Wesley is not going to make any mistake. So unfortunate, guys. But still 20 seconds remaining. Anything can happen. Maybe someone gets flagged. Who knows? This is the nature of Armageddon. Okay, there was error in time transmission because 30 seconds is showing to Wesley. And it's a rook ending. 2 versus 1. It's a theoretical draw. But since we are in seconds, anything can happen. Anything could happen. We cannot overrule Praggnanandhaa yet. King e4 has to be played. f3 pawn has to be saved. And he's gonna play this. Maybe rook c6 check as well. That's good. 11 seconds. Pragg is down to 11 seconds. Oh my god. This is not good. This is not good. There's no increment. There is no increment in this format, guys. Wesley is playing so fast. It's over. It's finished. And Wesley so manages to draw the game, and hence he is the champion of the Sinquefield Cup. Ramesh Babu Praggnanandhaa will have to settle with the second place this time, but it doesn't matter. Very well played, man. Very well played. He had his chances in this game, but unfortunately, in time pressure, he couldn't convert. And Wesley So is the champion of the Sinquefield Cup. If you look at this game, it was a roller coaster of a game. Maybe we can start from move number 20. Things started to heat up from here. Rook to d2, knight to b6, e4, and here e5, okay, and knight g5. And the first error, the first big advantage white could have gotten here by taking here. And if black took, we would have taken with the bishop, and like this, and things would have been good for white. Now a very big chance came later on for here. It was +3. Pragg had to fight knight to e4. If let's say if rook takes d5, we have knight to f6 check, king to g7, and we can take on d5. We are an exchange up. And if bishop takes d5, okay, we got to know what bishop takes d5, because then again I think we'll go this, and again we are an exchange up. Are we an exchange up? I'm missing something. I am missing something. Just going to b7 maybe. I don't know. Our engine has failed, unfortunately, so it's getting tough for me to analyze. Yeah, knight e4. I want to know. Bishop takes d5, then what's the continuation? I'm sure we are gonna put this, and maybe we'll take with the rook. I'm thinking, guys, I'm trying to decipher for you without an engine. Because if we take this and this, he is a piece up. If I go e4, this is not working because he can simply take, and there's a knight. Anyway, going to a5, knight e6 was a bad move. Pragg played well here. The engine is back. The engine is back, guys. So let's look at that move. Come on. This is bad. This is too bad. Okay, guys, maybe we'll put an analysis of this game later on, but right now, this is the story. The playoffs, the tiebreaks of Praggnanandhaa and Wesley So went into an Armageddon, and Wesley So was able to draw the game, and hence he's the champion of the Sinquefield Cup. Bye bye, guys. Signing off the chess show.